Hi, welcome to this Pilates session. Please bring yourself to a standing position with your legs open, hip width apart. Make sure your knees are in a neutral position, so are your hips and your shoulders. Extend your arms by the side. Breathe in and lift your arms up through the front. And out, circle your arms back without arching your back, really closing your ribs. Breathe in, lift, and out. Good. Breathe in, lift, and out. Really close your ribs, engage your powerhouse, and circle your arms. Breathe in, lift, and out. One more, breathe in, lift, and out. Good, keeping that level of engagement, bring your arms to the front, bend them, have your elbows at shoulder height, and keep your hips facing to the front. We are going to breathe in here. And as we breathe out, we are going to rotate and twist our spine towards the right. Good. Breathe in, come back to center. And out. Really focusing on that back twisting, keeping our hips facing the front. Breathe in, back to center. And out. Breathe in, come back to center. Check your shoulders are not lifting. And out. Breathe in, back to center. Out, extend, and lower. Good job. For our next exercise, I am going to ask you to come to your mat. So, for this exercise, we are going to have option 1 and option 2. Our starting position is going to be here with our arms extended. Okay, your legs are just like a couple of inches apart. Good. Make sure you're not curving your spine. Long back and really, really strong powerhouse. This is your option 1. Your option 2 is the same, but with your legs extended. Good. So what we are going to do is breathe in as we lower and extend. Good. And breathe out as we scoop our abdomen and slowly bring our knees back and our arms on the side of our legs. Good. Breathe in, extend. And out, lift. Really slow and controlled. Breathe in, extend. Out, lift. Slow and controlled. Really long back. Breathe in, extend. Good job. And out, lift. Good job. 2 more. Breathe in, extend, really control. Good. And out, lift. Good. Scooping your abdomen. Breathe in, extend. And last, out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Fabulous. For our next exercise, we're going to use same sort of arrangement. Just lower it slightly back. Hands on the side. You are going to extend your legs. And we are going to breathe in here. Lifting the legs and out. circling. We are going to be circling our legs. Now, you will want to keep your hips as square as possible, but it's only natural that the hips are following the legs slightly. What's important is that your bottom is in constant contact with the mat. Okay, you roll side a little bit, but your sacrum is always in contact with the mat. Ready here, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out the other side. Another note here is to make sure that you are not sinking your neck in between your shoulders. Really strong, pushing those scapulars down and towards the midline. Breathe in and out. In and out. Two more, breathe in and out. And last, embrace the shakes, almost there. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and lower. That is a hard one, so well done for sticking to it. We are going to move now to our side. So, have your arm, shoulders stuck over your elbow, really strong pushing so that we are not sinking. Keeping those shoulders in a line, and our side really strong pulling up. We are going to breathe in here with our legs slightly in a slight curve here. We are going to breathe in here, and as we breathe out, we are going to lift the leg straight. We are going to bend here, and we are going to extend the leg. Okay? Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Bend. Extend and close. Good. Check your shoulder. Breathe in and out. Really important. Every time we're breathing out, we are really engaging our core, really pulling in and closing the rib cage. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. Staying on the same side, we are going to do the same move but inversed. So we are going to breathe in to passe, out, extend, and close. Good. Breathe in and out. Really trying to keep our hips stable and avoiding this swing back and forth. Breathe in and out. Good job. Breathe in again and out. Good. And again, last one. In and out. Good job. We're coming onto our other side. Same arrangement. Shoulders stuck over your elbow. Make sure your shoulders are in a line. Free arm here, here, here. Okay? So we start breathing in, up, out, passe, extend, close. Ready? Breathe in and out. Good job. Again, breathe in and close. Now, when our leg is coming up, is when we really risk sinking. So be very mindful of that. Really engaging. Ready? Breathe in and out. Good job. Really checking the shoulder. Breathe in and out. And last, breathe in and out. Good. The same, but in the inverse order. Breathe in and out. Really thinking of a powerhouse. Breathe in and out. Good job. Breathe in and out. Breathe in last and out. Just thinking, I may have asked to do one extra. Well, thank you for giving it to me. We stay on our side, so let's swap. This time, I want you to bring the top leg in front. Good. Might be helpful if you are really sinking here. Might be helpful if you keep your hand on your knee. Just gently lock in the position. Watch your shoulders. Good. We are going to breathe in here. And as we breathe out, we are going to lift the bottom leg. Now, you might not be able to fully lift the leg, and that is okay. It's the action and the engagement that counts. Check shoulder is above your elbow. Check that you engage and push in. Hand here if you feel like you need to. I always find that even I can get into this position. As the exercise progresses, I forget and my leg comes down. So just to be sure, I always keep my arm here. People might want to do it here. People who are extremely flexible might want to wrap their hand in, and that is okay. I prefer to keep it here. So really engage and really watching that I'm not rolling backwards. I'm going to breathe in and out. Really scoop, really feel your inner thigh engaging. Breathe in and out. Good job. Breathe in lower and out. Watch your hips. Breathe in and out. And one last one. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and swap sides. Same arrangement. Shoulder stack above your elbow. Strong forearm. Bring the leg and use your hand if you need to prop yourself. Breathe in here and out. Good job. Breathe in lower and out. Now the same applies here. When you're lifting your leg, you really risk sinking. Stay engaged. Breathe in lower and out. Good job. Breathe in lower and out. Lift Good. One last one. Breathe in, lower. And out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Great job. Okay, for our next exercise, bring your heels as close as possible to your sit bones without touching. Now put your arms to the side and gently and control, lower yourself down. Now check if now that you are lying down, maybe you can get your heels slightly lower. Good. Closer, not lower. I don't think you could get your heels any lower than the ground. Okay, breathe in here, making sure that there's no gap. And as we breathe out, we're going to start tucking our tailbone in and peeling our back off the ground, vertebra by vertebra, until you are on a shoulder bridge. Okay? What we are going to do here is breathe in. And as we breathe out, we are going to bring our knee towards our chest. You're going to breathe in lower and out the other one. Breathe in lower. Good. Now, what's important in this exercise, what we have to watch for, is that as we bring the knee, our hamstrings here are really engaged, keeping our hips square, and we are not sinking. Okay? We have to keep it really strong here. So all of your hamstring muscles here, you are going to feel a shortening of them. Okay? So we are going to do 1 rep is left, right, or right, left, and then lower. And then again up, right, left, lower. Okay, we are going to do 5 reps. Ready? Check your position. Again, if you're struggling with your arms here, you can bring them to the side. If this is not challenging enough for you, you can bring your arms and cross them on your chest without curving your spine really flat. Good. Breathe in here and out. Belly button in, getting closer and closer to the spine as you peel it off vertebra by vertebra from the mat. Here we are. Make sure your ribs are not flaring. Breathe in and out. Really strong engagement. Knee. Breathe in, lower, and out, other knee. Really stable, breathe in, lower, and out, back to the ground. Really control vertebra by vertebra onto the mat. Breathe in, and out. Really watch your ribs. Breathe in here. And out. Maximum engagement. Breathe in, lower. And out. Good job. Breathe in, lower. And out, vertebra by vertebra, curling your tailbone in. We're going to lower. Breathe in here. And out. Good, all the way up. Nice. Breathe in here. And knee, really lock your hips. They're very strong, very strong. Breathe in, lower. And out, other knee. Breathe in, lower. Check your engagement and out. Curl your spine and vertebra by vertebra. Bring it back down. Okay, breathe in, stay here. And out. Vertebra by vertebra, pulling the belly button, drawing it closer and closer to your spine. Lift all the way to your shoulder bridge. Good. Breathe in here and out. Super stable, super strong. Controlled movement, slow knee to your chest. Breathe in lower. Good. And out. The other one. Breathe in lower and out, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. And if my maths are not that bad, I think this is our last. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, stay, and out. I think my rescue cat might join us. Good. Breathe in lower and out. Other knee. Breathe in lower and out. Belly button in and really gently, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down to the mat. Great job. Okay, bring yourself up, and for our next exercise I am going to ask you to lie down on your front. Good. Now we're going to do a full swan dive. But first we're going to check the alignment of the spine. So bring your hands under your shoulder. Good. Head down. And I want you to breathe in here. And as you breathe out, I want you to help yourself to lift your body. Now your head is constantly looking at the front, so I'm not pulling from it. And also, this is not a bending exercise. It is think of stretching, so elongating and then curling up. So here. Breathe in, come up. Check your head, check your spine. I am elongating it and then lifting. So there's no pressure on my back. Great. Breathe out, come down. Let's do that one again. Breathe in. Good. Really good. Great. Now, if you're struggling and you are feeling pressure on your lower back, simply bring your legs further apart. So you are leaving space and room for your sacrum to sort of pile up. Okay? Good. So now, the exercise that we are going to do, let's do first half, breathing up. And what I'm going to do is let my arms go as my legs are super engaged, and I'm going to go forwards and there. Okay? Good. So let's try that one once again. Breathing up and out. Really engage. Good job. Okay, so here is the rest of the exercise so that we do a full swan dive. We are going to come up breathing in. We are going to let go as we breathe out and sort of dive. Hop, hop. Now my arms are going to circle and actually come from under, from behind and under, rather than from front to here. Okay? Let me do one full one and then we'll do it together. Okay, I'm going to get all of the air out of my body. I'm going to breathe in up and out. Good. So bringing our arms from the back and under really help our back get the maximum engagement, which is what we want. So ready? All of the air out. Breathe in up. And out, dive. Good. Breathe in, lower. All of the air out. And let's go. Out. Good job. Breathe in, lower. And go. I can feel that as I move through the dives, my back gets more and more engaged. Out. Breathe in, up. And out. What's important is when we're breathing out, we are really engaging our powerhouse. Because if not, what we are doing is belly flops, using the belly to move our body. And what we want is our back muscles to move our body. 2 more. All of the air out. Breathe in, come up. And ready to dive. Good, down. Get all of the air out, last one. Breathe in, come up. And out. Good job. Okay, for our next exercise, bring yourself to a seated position and we are going to turn ourselves in mermaids. So, your knees close together without stacking them one on top of the other, okay? Because we need to leave room for our shoulders and our hips to be in line and as square as possible. We are going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we are going to start moving, tilting towards the right, lowering the arm, bringing this one up. Breathe in, come up, and we are going to the other side. Good job. Breathe in, up, and out. Breathe in, up, and out. Breathe in, and out. Make sure that you are pressing this side abdomen here, them obliques, towards your spine so that this stretch is intense on this side and not sinking. Breathe in, come up, and out. Other side. Breathe in, up, good. Bring your legs to the front, nice and straight, and swing them to the other side. Arrange yourself in the same way, which is your knees close stacked, but make sure that you are not in a weird position, okay? So you are allowing for your hips and your shoulders to be as in line as possible, okay? Breathe in and out. Good job, really feeling it on your obliques here and the stretch on the other side. Good. Breathe in, come back and out. Breathe in and out. Really strong, really engage. Breathe in and out. Breathe in here, last one, and out. Breathe in, up, And out the other side. Breathe in and out. Okay, our last exercise today is going to be to release the spine. Now, as I always say, don't get too excited. Means massage, but our core is working hard. So what I want you to do is to think of a ball. And as you think of a ball, think of yourself as a ball. Hover your feet and grab your ankles, okay? And the legs have this action where your knees are pushing into the bending of your arm, your elbow, and the elbows are pressing against the knees, okay? Now, hover your feet, like about, hi Minerva, like about a couple of inches over the ground, above the ground. Now, if you're struggling here with a cat wanting some love, imagine this is a football. You can make yourself into a beach ball. Okay, so instead of holding onto your feet, you're going to hold onto the back of your knees. And what we are going to do is breathe in, roll back without putting pressure on our neck, and out, really engage and come back to hover. Now, this is really good to massage your spine, particularly after the bridge exercises and the full swan dive that we've done. For that to work, your core has to be working really hard. Okay, so choose whether you want to be a big ball or a small ball. Have a go at both and see how you feel better. Really engage, feet together, hovering above the mat. Breathe in, roll, and out. You can look at a fixed point as well. That always helps me balancing or finding my balance. So breathe in, roll, and out. Now, as you can see, when I'm rolling, my shoulder blades are always in contact with the ground, and that's to make sure that I don't roll too far and then hurt my neck. Breathe in, and out. 2 more. Breathe in, roll. Good. And last one. Breathe in. And wow. Great job for today. I'm going to ask you to slowly lower yourself onto the mat. Extend your legs and your arms. And I'm going to leave you here really relaxing after a good session. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.